the hell's going on here?
Sis, I got a
But
question about that.
go ahead.
So, what did you learn about being a single mother with 2 kids?
It's not it. What do you mean?
What did you learn
What
about
did I learn
yourself?
about being a single mother
No,
with
what
2
you
kids?
said it's not it, y'all. Don't do it. Would have recommend 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10 recommend. Like the
Oh,
babysitting. Like I couldn't believe when I had to go to work. You know, I would make money and have to pay such a large portion to like babies that like and I was doing it by myself and just struggling. Baby, what you mean? What did I learn? No,
girl,
I'm sorry, T. Now you gotta like elaborate on the question, Queen.
girl, hold on. But about the babysitting though, you know what be triggering me is when the baby daddies be claiming that they gotta babysit their own kids. I don't get it. How that
Well, I
work?
wish I had even that. I wish I had a baby daddy to babysit kids. Like that's why when you bring up baby daddy, I'm like, who? Who? What? Where is he? Like, what are you? What are
Who
we
is that
talking about?
man? Like,
Yeah, kind of like pretend like they're friends or put them on child support. Why are you trying to prove that you're this
cool person.
independent woman? What is that
Yes.
doing for you while you're struggling? Like, put them on child. The amount of money that you're gonna get is probably so minuscule, anyways. Compared to the amount of money that you pay for your children, put them on child support. That's like
That's why I be telling women to make people sign paperwork before they try to enter your womb space. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you could possibly risk your life. You're risking your body for a clown. Absolutely
anybody
not.
I've ever gave a child to, I've known their social security number. Don't have kids with people if you don't know their social security number. Honest to goodness. Like, because that's all you need. Like, you don't have children with you really, obviously, honestly, should be married. But if you don't want to be married, at least have his social security number, sis. Like, my grandma told me that a long time ago.
So why do you think that people would rather have babies instead of getting married? Like, they feel like getting married is such a huge commitment versus just having a baby with somebody. So now that's like normalized.
Who feels like that? Men? I don't know women that feel like that, honestly. I think women want to get married. I think women have the delusion that having a child keeps you attached to a man. Women are emotional and they believe they love this man so much. If I have his child, I'm going to have some type of connection to him. And unfortunately, they are in for a huge wake up call when they have that child. But I've never just met a woman that thinks like, oh, I can have a kid and that's less of a commitment than marriage. I think men think that way because it's so easy for, you know, for a certain group of men, especially to walk away from their children and their families because their daddies did it.
It's like, but why aren't women like educated to realize that they can walk away? So let me like make them go to the legal system, sign paperwork, make
It's
a
hard to
contract.
break chains, T. T, you come from a family where you have an amazing dad and your mother and father are married, so you cannot relate to the mindset of these people. But it is
I'm trying to understand. I'm
you
just really
can't.
trying.
You can't relate because you grew up in a household with a beautiful black father and a beautiful black mother that were together and that were in love and that worked together, you know, and I commend your amazing fully black daddy for that. Unfortunately,
Seriously.
there is not enough of black men like your black daddy. And so you can't relate to it, but these women don't know because they've never had the example before them. And you know, even within the families, like yes, sure, some of us have an auntie or something, or some of us like you have a mother, but like as a whole it's very seldomly, you know, that we see it, you know, example before us, to be honest.
We really do have to break the trauma as black people. I know y'all be saying that all we talk about is race, but that's true. We are, and that's what we see. Like, we are seeing the community as a whole
To ourselves, T.
Yeah.
If we
It's
can't be
embarrassing.
honest about the problems within our community, how the fuck can we fix it? So then
Exactly.
you love to say, oh, Rose loves to talk about race because Rose wants to see change. I don't
Yes.
really have to care about you women because I'm married and I have a good, I'm doing
You
okay.
see, I'm
So
good
I don't
over here.
have to care about y'all. But I do because I
Yeah.
want to see change. I want to see my sisters living a good life. I want to see my sisters out traveling. I want to see my sisters able to get up and do what they want to do. I want to see
Yeah.
my brothers taking care of their household. I want to see more children being raised in two-parent households. I want because the decisions don't just affect y'all, it affects me too as a black woman. So
Mm-hmm.
still, although that I am married and I make a nice income, that doesn't change the fact that when I walk in a doctor's appointment with my 4 kids, they think I'm a single mother
Mm.
and they asking what type of Medicaid I have. It doesn't change the fact that when I walk in a grocery store with my 4 kids, even with a fucking ring on my finger, they think that I'm a single mother and ask what type of SNAP benefits I'm. People treating us like that. This did not come from nowhere. It came from the fact and the statistics of the number of black women that are single mothers. You
Mm.
get it? And so it affects us all as black women. That's what I'm trying to say. I get passionate about this. I'm
No,
sorry,
seriously,
but
and I love how you preach and give the girls advice about how like opening up your options, like opening up your horizons.
mhm.
And that's what I try to just show women another way to live, you know? Like choose yourself, love yourself for once instead of begging for a clown to love you. How can a clown love you when he has never even loved himself? You asking for too much, sweetheart. You
So
asking for too much.
I try to teach women to spread their horizons, and Tara teaches them to close your fucking horizons. Don't open them. Close your horizons.
Literally, this is why this is so necessary. Like you can learn from both dimensions, like both areas in life. Like it's so many ways you
If
can
you guys
go
don't
about.
know, because I know so many people don't know Tara, I will link her channel in the description below when we're done as well. But she has been celibate for how long?
Girl's been almost 8 years now.
She's been celibate for 8 years, and she's a huge advocate on not giving these men your punani and not getting met. Like she don't want no kids, she don't want no men in her life. She just is a Puritan. And so I am the opposite of her, but she's one of the best friends that I have, truly.
Yeah.
And so I am trying to advocate for marriage, and she's trying to advocate for fuck these men and fuck these.
No, if you are gonna be sexually active, you should be in a union. You feel me? Like you should make him sign paperwork before you just give over your womb space, because I feel like it's very serious. Like soul ties, sexual energy exchange, you're exchanging DNA, you exchanging blood fluid, you exchanging a lot with a fool.
Soul
Can
ties
we
for
talk about it,
sure.
sis? Can we talk about the
Soul
soul
ties.
ties? Because that's a real thing.
All of my traumas and all of my problems. It's so funny.
Yeah.
In marriage, period, you're not supposed to just leave your woman because she's going through something. But it's so funny how people be like, why is Brett not leaving her? She put a spell on him. I'm not a witch. I don't do spells. I don't get into that black magic and all that nonsense. I don't believe in it. I believe in the Most High, and I keep my energy pure and clean and good. But you don't have to put a spell on anyone. When you're having sex with a person, all of your demons and all of your trauma and everything that you're going through becomes theirs, and the opposite, all everything that that man is going through becomes your own. All of his problems because becomes your own. And so I feel like it is different though when men are out here having sex with multiple women. They're better at like not like
Detaching.
making it their problems,
Yeah,
but
they
especially when a
detach.
man, yeah, especially when a man is monogamous with one woman, her issues and her it becomes your own. you know,
Mm-hmm. You
and
even said like we're one. It's like when two becomes one. That's what
and that's why
sex
God said
is.
that in the Bible, because we're not supposed to be out here having sex with everybody. Like,
No.
soul ties are deep.
And that's why everybody is in a heartbreak and in this baby daddy relationships and stuff, because we're not supposed to just be out here being promiscuous and just giving away ourselves to these strangers. They are temporary people. Like you said about boyfriends, they are temporary. And then
Yeah,
girls out here actually dedicating their whole life to a boyfriend that is temporary. That is a scam, ladies. Being a girlfriend is the biggest scam that society has ordained onto us. Baby, you better wake up from that fantasy. That don't exist. I
yeah.
mean,